just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the streets. When she first saw me, she say, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? There's money everywhere. There's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name. I am here with Stormy, and in this video, we're going to be talking about what men really want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Stormy, tell us about yourself. Where you from?
My name is, I go by the name of Island Boy Stormy. I'm an artist. I'm from I'm originally from Florida. I was born in Florida. Okay. But my family's from the Bahamas, so we moved over there. I grew up over there to the Bahamas. In Nassau for a while, and then I moved to a little island down south called Inagua, where I did the rest of my years in school. Came back over to the U.S., I like to say 2013, 2014, and then I've been in and out of the U.S. from then, you feel me? Since.
Okay, and there's a reason why I ask, right? So part of the reason I'm asking is because he is kind of a foreigner. Even though he was born in America, he still has a lot of his island culture that's a part of, his
I'm more island grounded, foundation wise, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I wonder if that's going to be different in mentality or viewpoints of what men want compared to somebody like yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because island women are different than women that grew up in America. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what kind of differences do you see?
I mean, mainly
put them on the spot.
Mainly, you know what I'm saying, island women, they take care of their men more, you know what I'm saying? Okay. They want to cook for you. They want to, you know what I'm saying, cater to you. They're not, you know what I'm saying, not looking to use you just as a tool or as a, you know what I'm saying, means of income, you know what I'm saying? They're actually looking for companionship.
So you're saying that American women are interested in using men?
I mean, not all of them, but what I'm seeing right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm being real, I'm being honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them out there that they look at you as a tool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What can you do for me, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Hey, y'all get in that comment section, Where y'all watching from, by the way? Want to know where you guys are watching from. But okay, so, and by the way, if you guys agree with what he's saying, let us know. Do you believe that American women are looking for a financial gain?
And I'm not throwing shots at all you ladies. I'm saying for the most what I've experienced. Because I've been in Florida and I've been in
Florida.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's different out there.
So a little bit about myself. I was born in America.
Okay.
I've been to the Bahamas. I got, my godbrother and my godmom from over there, which your family members.
Yeah.
So I do understand the island culture, but I did primarily grow up here in the United States. And I think it's going to be interesting just to see like his perspective, just even family values, because I can tell you family values from when I was younger compared to what I'm seeing and what I have had, the kind of conversations I've had with other American guys here, the family values is way different from what we saw from our grandparents and things like that. Okay. So I'm not sure if you're going to still carry some of those same family values.
Oh yeah, I mean we, especially from Nala, we really
strong.
Yeah,
families.
we love our family. Like we get together on every occasion that we can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We believe in being providers for our family. We believe in having a whole home, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so how do you feel, like what would you be looking for in a significant other?
I mean, honestly.
Are you planning to get married?
I can't say right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't say right now because
it's very American.
Yeah, no, it's not very American.
I'm saying like that's what a lot of Americans, would
answer, but
not sure.
Where I'm at in life, I'm not saying that I'm not going to get married.
I mean, ever.
I want to.
So you do want to.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to.
Yeah, see, I know a lot of Americans who are like,
nah, we're not.
I don't think I ever want to do that,
Yeah.
And I've seen even people who changed their mind later in life who never got married, all the way up until they were like 50 and then they got married.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, and they were swearing that, I'd never get married, I'd never,
They still
and then
went
eventually
through
they
because
did it.
I mean, every man needs a significant other, you feel me? So.
Yeah. Okay, but do you? I want to get into that because I was about to say, do you have to get married to have a significant other?
No, you don't.
Right.
You don't.
So
you just gotta have someone that loves you.
Yeah.
Unconditionally.
Yeah. So you guys, what do you think? What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know. Let us know.
Okay, Southern Comfort say he in Atlanta. That's what's up. Hey, okay. So women in the islands, what are they like? Just curious. What are they like? You say they like to take care of you, but do a lot of them go to college? Do a lot of them have high-paying jobs? Or are they on government assistance? Like, what's it like?
No, it's not like that. I mean, more so the island is more based on the women over there. Mm-hmm. The man is more the provider. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They deal with the house. You know what I'm saying?
When you say provider, explain that.
Okay, the men will go to the men will have the jobs to bring in enough funding to support the household, whereas the female stays at home. She makes sure she has the cook meal, take care of the kids. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, grocery shopping, things like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, because
a happy home, as long as the home is happy, the man is happy. You know what I'm saying? Because he goes out into the world and deals with the world. You know what I'm saying? When I come home, I need that comfort to come home to. Come home to a clean house, a hot cooked meal, a loving wife. You know what I'm saying? Supportive. You know what I'm saying? That's all a man really wants.
Okay, that's very interesting. It's not what I want.
Nah, it's not.
But I feel like from your culture.
From my culture, that's all he really wants. He goes out and works hard all day, providing and doing what he needs to do for his home. And then all he wants
They're going to kill me, by the way, when I'm saying
all he wants is to say.
It's not what I don't desire what he's saying exactly. But that's good, though, because I'm hearing that, I know people, American women, who are looking for just that. They want to be able to just take care of the household, go to work. I mean, not go to work, but take care of the household. The man goes to work. They take care of the kids. They cook. They do all of that kind of stuff.
But see, you got to find a man that's a provider. You know what I'm saying? That's not focused on partying and doing all the extras to hanging with the guys. But he's actually focused on his family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I understand what you mean.
I'm not saying nothing is wrong with partying and hanging with the guys, but you gotta put your priorities in perspective. The family has to be first. As long as they're taken care of and everything is good at home, then it's cool to go and you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
See, when I say that, it's not necessarily what I would be looking for, right? Or
I elaborate.
It's not at all like how I see, I guess, people's relationships or
play out.
Or even in my mind, I do know people do that, right? Yeah. But in my mind, it's like, you have to figure out, like, what if you don't want kids, right? Or what if you already have children? You meet a new woman and you're like, okay, I got 3 kids. I don't want any more kids. She's not going to be taking care of your kids. By the way, if y'all see a fly flying around, it's not my fault, okay? It's a fly. It's going crazy in here. It's everywhere, okay? But like, okay, so if you already have children, right? And you meet a new woman, she's not going to be, there it is. There you go. But she won't be taking care of your children, right? Maybe you don't want any more kids. And maybe, say I'm OCD or partially OCD at least, right? And so if the house is already straight, I don't need her to straighten the house. What is she doing? What is she doing all day?
She's being there for you mentally. And
what if I don't need her to be there for me mentally? Because I think that different people need different things, right? I don't need words of affirmation. I don't need encouragement. I don't need a financial support system. I don't need a business partner. I don't need it, right? I don't need them to do that.
Facts.
I don't need any woman to do that for me. There is something that I do like.
That's where she comes in.
Right, but the other things they don't do anything for me.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to say I have a high self-esteem, and I don't want to seem like I'm a narcissist or anything. Yeah. I'm just saying I'm fully self-sufficient.
And in the islands, the males are taught to actually look after themselves, and you understand, not to depend on a woman to do those things. But I'm just saying, for me to be doing what we're coming in this as a partnership. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're taught that just for the beginning of our life, because when you go out into the world, you're not going to automatically have a wife, and you know what I'm saying. For the time being,
your clothes got to get washed.
Yeah, you got to wash your clothes.
You got to clean.
You know what I'm saying. So you have to know how to do that. Yeah. But when she comes into your life as a significant other, she picks up that load to whereas that's not a strain on you right now. You're able to do other things with your time, you feel me?
And I'm very curious, because now he just made me think of something. Talking about being fully self-sufficient, we all know we grow up, you live by yourself. If you're a young dude or whatever, and you living by yourself, if you don't just move right in with a woman or something, but you live by yourself for whatever period of time, you're gonna need to wash your clothes. Facts. You're gonna need to clean
keep the house clean. You're
gonna need to take the trash out. You're gonna need to scramble eggs in the morning. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
So if you're doing these things, I guess, when you go into a particular relationship, do you automatically know what role you're supposed to play, or is this something you have to discuss?
I mean,
let me give you an example. All right. So I'm gonna be honest here. All right. I don't know what kind of household you grew up in. I know you know, in the island household, but I don't know what the structure of it was. So I'm gonna explain what mine was. I was the youngest child for a period of time in a house full of women. Godmom, my mom, aunties, cousins, god sisters, just women. And I'm the baby, right? So I'm growing up in this household, and I saw women cook, I saw women clean, I saw women take the trash out, I saw women wash cars. My mom cut the grass. She went to work. My godmama went to work. My sister went into the army.
They fulfilled all the...
Yeah. And so when I saw guys come to the house, I would see guys, older guys, come to the house, and they would be like, hey, can I, they'll be a little dusty. They'll be like, hey, can I get $2 for a pack of cigarettes? Something like that. And they'll like, you hungry? Let me fix you a plate, and they would do that kind of stuff. And my sister went off into the Army. She was the second highest ranking ROTC cadet at FAMU and stuff like that for a period of time. And she went off into the Army and stuff like that. And then I would see younger guys, right? Like, because I was talking about the older guys who need $2 for some cigarettes and, truck dusty and stuff like that, or need a ride to the store or whatever. And the other side, I saw for the ones that came to the house, because it's one thing when you see people outside, right? You see people outside, and they might look like they got money. It's like watching TV. People like they got money on TV, but they don't come to your house, right? So the people who actually came to my house, if it was a young dude, say 16, 17, he'll come over there, yeah, ma'am, can I get a plate? And they'll fix something to eat, and he'll sit on the couch or whatever, whoever it was, could be a family member, whatever. But I saw men needy, and I saw women stronger than men. See what I'm saying? So my perspective was never that a woman was inferior or whatever. From my perspective, I needed to be stronger than
and don't get me wrong, island women are very strong. They do all that. My grandma used to, they like you said, do the lawn and all that. You feel me?
So
and I'm talking with machetes. They weed. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So like, going through that, right? And then now let's say I'm a young man and I'm dating, right? And I'm in a relationship, and I leave the house for work, and I got to go away for work for however long, like 2 weeks, something like that. And I come back, trash, is piling up.
Oh hell no.
Now, I'm confused because I'm like, hey, it's like 8 bags of trash over here. It's like up the wall, like, you know. And she said, well, that's a man's job, and you were gone. So, and I was like, you could just take the trash out?
Nah.
What do you mean a man's job? Anybody can take the trash out.
Facts.
And she was like, I wash dishes, I cook, whatever, you do that. And I'm like, I wash dishes too. like,
That's what I'm saying. She's just looking at it on one side, and she's
right.
not.
I don't understand at the time gender roles.
No, and that's what I'm saying. You don't put a role on it. You don't put a role on it. You feel me? As my significant other, if you see me lacking in an area that you can, you feel me, help me out in, then you do that.
Yeah, it's one and even if she had came to me previously and said, hey, you know, just make sure you keep the trash good, and I'll wash the dishes.
Yeah,
that would have been cool too. Even though when I'm gone, I'm still expecting the trash to go out.
Yeah.
But I still don't understand that you're saying that this is a gender role, because I didn't really know what a gender role was, because I saw women do everything. So when it was me I need to wash clothes, I got clothes in the washing and dryer now. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to doing whatever, I never knew there were gender roles, they existed. You know, it was a new thing to me, you know?
Okay.
So by the way, could you guys please smash the like button?
Facts, get them likes
Smash
up.
the like button. It'll help the YouTube algorithm know about this video. And, you know, we're getting some good stuff here, because I'm learning about their perspective in the islands, and hopefully some of you guys are too. And so far, I'm only seeing one person from Atlanta. Please let me know where you guys are from.
Yeah, let us know
Get
where
in
y'all
the
got
comment section. Let me know where you're from. But so now that you have, I guess, seen, like, as far as gender roles, what was your household like growing up?
Growing up, okay. I mean, I'm gonna go from like when I moved in with my aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
Okay. My uncle was always the provider. You feel me?
All right.
He'd get up at the crack of dawn and go out there and make sure that we straight. We never went hungry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got clothes on our back, shoes on our feet, everything.
And you said that was from your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did your aunt do?
My aunt, she made sure
she ran the household.
Yeah, she ran the household.
Okay.
Like she dealt with everything, right down to chastising. Like she dealt with. She was the force to be.
So she was home all the time.
No, and she actually had her own business. Like she had a nail salon and everything. You feel me?
Got you.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. By the way, Stormy comes from money. All right.
I ain't came from no money. I ain't came from no. You know what I'm saying?
All these guys from over there, they got bread, man. Don't believe it. They got money.
But she made sure everything house-wise was dealt with. You feel me? Us going to school. Anything that dealt with the kids and the household, only thing he had to worry about is providing. You feel me?
Gotcha.
All the extra stuff, it was, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay, so if you were looking for a woman right now, right? I'm not saying he has or doesn't have one. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah.
If you were looking for a woman, because I don't want anybody to see this and I don't know who it could be, you know?
We good, but we have a nice talk.
But hypothetically, what does the ideal woman look like for you?
For me? I mean, first of all, she got to have self-respect.
He went to a big one. All right, self-respect.
Yeah, she got to respect herself.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even think about that one.
She got to know who she is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, self-respect.
She got to respect herself.
Okay.
That's the only way. If others gonna, you understand? That's the only way others gonna respect it.
Okay.
You got to hold yourself accountable to a certain standard. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want a submissive woman though, or do you want a, I guess, not submissive?
I want a woman that knows who she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not a submissive woman, then don't pretend to be a submissive woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. By the way, guys, if you are watching this, do you want a submissive woman? By the way, we have Kitty watching from Florida. We have Danielle Morley from the Bahamas.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Yeah. Salute.
What's good, Danny?
Boop, boop, boop. So, all right. So, if you don't necessarily want a submissive woman. By the way, if y'all in the comment section, let me know, do you guys want a submissive woman? You know, but you don't necessarily want a submissive woman. It's funny that you say that though, because I feel the same way. I actually, respectfully, I don't mind nobody else, but I personally like black women, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm American, so when I think about submission and stuff like that, that's not the black woman.
No.
Right? That's not the stereotype,
no.
right? It's not, they're the queens. They're like, you can't be a queen and be
submissive, yeah.
By nature, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can submit at times. Like your king, submit to the queen at times. There's a give and take, there's a yin and yang. But like, you can't by nature just be submissive. If you're a queen or a king, it doesn't match up. And based off of like what we have here in America, where women have had to raise so many children alone, as single moms with absent fathers, it's getting better now. But when I was coming up, there was a lot of that, And so with women having to do that.
Shout out to the men that's actually standing around and raising their kids, man.
Salute.
Y'all boys, stay with them families.
Salute. But like, for women who had to do all of that, they had to take the kid to school, they had to feed them, they had to clothe them, they had to teach them how to read and write, they had to do all of that. And over time, it's kind of like I want to say aggression breeds aggression.
Yeah, it takes a toll on them.
But yeah, and it goes on to their children, and then their children.
Because that's what they're seeing. You're right.
It's like it's breeding itself, right?
Right.
So that level of pride and like, I ain't gonna let nobody tell me nothing, I can do it by myself, that becomes a part of the culture.
Yeah, the next generation.
Right. So they don't really see, I guess, submission in that way even, right? And even when it is a submission, it's like hard, right? Like somebody, it feels like
violence. It feels like you're violating.
It's violence in the home, and that's when she'll submit. He got to beat up.
You got to be.
So I think that's like very interesting or whatever. As far as just looking at it from that lens, is like being from America. How can I expect a black woman? How can I realistically? Is that even true to what the black woman is here in America at this point, But it's also not even what I want. I want a strong woman.
I don't want a yes woman.
I want a strong woman. Now, I don't necessarily want to, you be trying to beat me up.
I don't want an aggressive. I say strong. I mean strong-minded.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not an aggressive woman, a strong-minded woman.
And whether or not a woman works or not, that's why I said that I couldn't really agree in that way, that I just want to be the sole provider. I think that whatever works.
Yeah, okay.
Now, I fortunately make enough where
it wouldn't matter,
right?
Yeah.
But what if I didn't? What if I lost everything tomorrow? Can I depend on you?
On you to.
Let me tell you something else that's crazy about my vision of relationships based off of what I grew up seeing. And it's going to be crazy a little. It's going to be a little crazy, all right? So when I was maybe 3 or 4, I was already going to prisons to see people. I'm from the hood. Because you don't know I'm from the hood. I might not look like it. I got a throne in the crib. But I'm from the bottom, right? So I grew up going to prison, seeing people behind the wall. And there was this one particular situation where this guy, was with this chick, growing up. She was a little heavy set, right? But he was like a nobody, and he started hustling. And he started getting some money.
Yeah.
So now he wearing gold teeth, he got gold chains, he got a couple of dollars. Chicks is like, oh, he dressing, he in polo down, this and that. So now chicks is on him, and so he break up with his girlfriend that had been with him.
That was holding him down
from when he was nobody. Nobody wanted to touch him. He broke up with her, and after he broke up with her, he got with his new chick. The girl was hurt, but she, it was what it was. Yeah. So he get with his new little, fine little chick or whatever like that. They balling for a little minute. I don't know how much time it was, but she broke up. He got locked up, and they talked about giving him like 10 years or something like that.
She was out of there.
And the chick came to like 2 visits, and she was like, "Look, man, hey, I'm young. I ain't finna be doing this time with you. I just got in a relationship with you. Like, you cool and all, but I ain't finna be doing no 10 with you. I'm sorry, I can't do it, right? So she leave him.
That's sad.
So he down. He writes a letter, hey, I'm so sorry. Now, at this time, his ex-girlfriend has a new dude. And he's more like her. He's just a nice, wholesome guy. You know, he ain't in the trap.
No.
He just go to work at Dillard's. You know,
that's what she been looking for.
They go to church every Sunday together, whatever. So he writes this letter. He like, look, I messed up with you. I had a good woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. You know, I hear you got a dude. You know, I'm glad you found somebody or whatever. So she tells her new dude. She's like, look, I I still care for him. Even though he locked up and stuff like that, I ain't trying to be with him. Yeah. But his chick left him. He ain't really got nobody. I still want to be there for him.
And that's real. That's unconditional love.
And so the dude, he a square, right?
He cool.
He like, I mean, I'm sure he's never been in a situation like that before. So he's like, all right, okay, I guess so, you know. So the guy calling and, you know, she be, you know, on the collect call with him.
She's keeping his company.
She was going down there, seeing him, stuff like that. And, you know, they lived together. This is back when people had house phones, right? So he called, he answered the phone, hello? Oh, yeah.
He cool and
so
everything.
He like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you her dude? Man, keep holding that down, bro. She a good woman, bro. So they talking, like, yeah, okay, cool. So you get on the phone with with old girl, they just talking about family or whatever like that. And so he said, yo, why don't both of y'all come down here? Like, ain't nothing going, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can see, like, we like family now. You know what I'm saying? So the dude like, cool, I'll go. So he go down there. So now both of them are going to see this guy.
Her ex-boyfriend.
Right.
That's crazy.
So he do his time. He come home. Now he's like cool with both of them, right? Like he come home and they make sure he got clothes. They pick him up, pick him up. Like they all friends now, right? So me seeing that and knowing that story from when I was a kid, like witnessing it, because I'm hood, right? So these is all things that a hood kid thinks. Like, so for me, real love looked like that.
Yeah, that's unconditional love.
I wanted somebody. This is crazy. That's why I said this is crazy. I had to preface all of this before I said this is crazy, okay? But before I say this, I just want to let y'all know I understand it's crazy, and I don't think like that anymore, and not in that way, but still kind of similar, but just not that way. It's crazy because what I wanted was somebody who was going to hold me down if I got locked up. That was about as far as I went with it. I wanted somebody
that's going to be there for me.
Yeah,
in my darkest time.
Not saying we had to be together. Like, I know I'm locked up doing 10. I'm not expecting you to be locked up.
Put your life on
pick
pause.
up the phone, man. I need somebody to talk to.
Facts.
Can you take something to my mama's house?
She a real one for actually answering, because
so that was all I really, you know what I'm saying, wanted from that kind of situation, which I understand is nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I get it, you know. But like, that's really how my mind was shaped at the time, right? And so like moving forward, when I think about people in relationships, it's more like, can you trust her? Right?
Fact.
It's not even about looks, even though anybody wants a pretty face and a nice body, you know. It's not about money at all, you know. I can be broke with you. I can't be rich with you if I couldn't be broke with you. You know what I'm saying?
And I got to be mentally secure. Like you said, I got to be able to trust her.
Right. And so like, even when I was doing music, right, and I was doing shows, I was all overseas, I was on tour, and a lot of like up and coming artists, which I was still an up and coming artist, right? But I was just, at least I was getting paid. But a lot of them were like, yo, you know, they were trying to be like my best friends, but I didn't know them. You know?
Yeah.
So I used to be like, you know, I ain't trap, I ain't rap, I ain't grew up with y'all, so it's only right that when I do that, I don't blow it with y'all. Like, I don't know y'all. I couldn't imagine going through all the stuff we went through in the hood, and then
switching them on my niggas. For
2 years from now, I'm with dudes on stage. I don't even know who they are. Like, you know, I'm like, yo, these are not the people
I grew up with,
who I started with, right? So I've only just wanted that. Like, money doesn't matter to me. You know, of course, I mean, we all want money. I just mean like, if we're talking about a personal connection, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know? So I find it very odd when I see so many women who are like money focused saying, hey, why would I sleep with this guy if he's not going to get my nails done?
That's definitely the new generation. Like I said, especially
that's the
that's what I'm getting.
evolved,
That's the vibes I'm getting from over here. Like, if you're not coming out of pocket for me, then I don't. No.
You know, I just realized he got these headphones on. Hey, keep them on. Keep them on.
No, because I'm getting the feedback from I'm getting the sound, so I like it.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
I'm over here like, man, he got no headphones on. I don't know. Maybe I should get some. I don't know.
It sounds great.
He over there chilling. He like, oh, I hear it all. You know?
It sounds great to headphones, my boy.
But what do you guys think? Like, what are you guys seeing? Okay, Fort Lauderdale is also on here. Cherie Amour. All right, you know who that is?
Who that?
Cherie Amour.
I
think I'm saying that right. I could be saying it wrong.
I gotta go on in and check it out.
Yeah. So Cherie, if you're on here right now, please tell us what you would like from a guy. Oh, you gotta turn the volume down. Yeah. He clicked on the video. All right, so what would you like for a guy? And also, whoever else is on here right now, tell me, ideally, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask him this. I was gonna ask y'all, but I'm gonna ask him. And then I still want y'all to get in the comment section. What is the minimum amount of money that you could take a woman seriously in a relationship?
The minimum amount of money?
The minimum amount of money that a woman can make before you would get in a relationship with her.
I mean, she ain't gotta have no money.
Same here, my boy.
She ain't gotta have no money. I ain't here for the money.
Y'all hear that, ladies? We, as men, probably don't have, at least men who got money, okay? Men who don't have money.
Then they probably looking for you.
Yeah. And I'm in the what they call it, I'm a high value. I'm in the high value category for men. 6 figures, multiple degrees, educated, world travel. So I'm in that high value category, but it's not really saying much, right? But I do think that it does affect the way your perspective is, because I had some guys over here once at a kickback, and it was maybe like 10 guys or whatever, and so it was all like huddled around, and I just was curious, right? Like maybe almost doing research for something like this, but I was kind of just curious, and I said, hey, what would be the lowest amount of money that you would be in a relationship with somebody, like a woman? What's the lowest amount of money a woman can make?
Yeah.
And most of them said $40,000 to $50,000. And so I thought that was interesting. So ladies, do you hear that? These guys said the lowest amount of money that y'all can make is $40,000 to $50,000. All right, so hold on. We got some Bahamas. Harnisha Humes, what up?
What's good?
Okay, Bozo the Clown, dropped the chili pepper in the So, all right, so the guys said $40,000 to $50,000. And it eventually got around to me, and they asked me, hey, what would what's your number? And I said, oh, I don't care if she has a job or not.
Yeah.
I don't care if she has a degree or not. I don't care, whatever. Does she make me happy, right? And it was like, what? Like, okay, I mean, I get it, but, it's expensive out here to live.
That's
and I was like,
job.
And so that's when it prompted my second question. My second question was, how much money do you guys make? Respectfully, of course, right? Because I wanted to know if it was a mental change at a certain financial stance. And so they said most of them made around 50, 60,000. One or two of them made like 40,000, 40, 45. Yeah. But most of them made around 50 to 60,000. And so then they said, and I said, well, that might be why. And they said, well, how much do you make? And I was, I made 6 figures at the time. Well, still. But I made 6 figures, right? And when I told them how much I made, I think at the time I was making like 115, 120 or something like that. Yeah. But when I told them how much I made, they said, "Oh, that makes sense because you don't have the same thoughts that we have because they're looking to try to partner with somebody to get to the $100,000 mark, right? So when they're saying, okay, I made like 50,000, if she can make at least 40, we'll be straight.
Then we straight, yeah.
We'll be at least at 90, right? But
then you're just using her as a, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they're trying to still get to the $100,000 mark, but they're not by themselves. And by the way, I did another video. You guys got to go check it out. It's on the channel. It's called 200,000 is the new standard.
She said that's weird. What's weird?
Hold on, what's weird? What part is weird? So he dropped the crab and the lobster. Hey, but like yeah. So like the 200,000 is for me. Once passing the 200K mark was because 100,000 is really it sounds good on paper.
It just sounds good. Trust me, it just sounds good.
It sounds good on paper, but I didn't really feel a true sense of relief until passing, like hitting the 200K and plus. So it's definitely a different,
atmosphere
feeling,
up there. It's
position.
A different atmosphere up there, you feel
Absolutely.
me?
But I do know like that was an interesting like that me going around that table and finding out because I had no idea who those people were, and then when I found out what they all made and why they were looking for, they wouldn't take a relationship serious with a woman
just about to say,
unless she
it has
made
to
at
deal
least
with
40, 50.
mentally as a man. You can't even focus on doing what you want to do with a woman until you think you're able to do.
And something else, they also did not want the woman to make more than them.
So how?
You're looking for such a niche of woman
that makes
she need to make at least 40, but not 50.
To go past
not 60, go up at 50.
It just contradicted itself.
It's like, wait.
And that's ego. That's just dealing with their ego.
I thought that was crazy.
You feel me?
But I wouldn't care if a woman make more money than me or less money than me. I don't even care about the money.
That's what I'm saying. The money's not a factor here.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
That Bozo said I need another 50K. So, I know who that is.
So Sharice
I know who that is.
I understand that. Sharice said I understand that. So yeah, so I found that was interesting, But yeah, that's why I was wondering, like, what was your perspective? Because you already saying my woman gonna be at home with the kids anyway. Like, I'm out being a man. Like, so I already kind of figured you.
Yeah, because I mean,
but you also rich though.
No, I'm not rich, bro.
Y'all look at him, he rich. Look at his face.
I'm just saying, financially, she's not gonna. That's not gonna be an area that I require her in. You know what I'm saying?
What do you consider rich?
What I consider rich?
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you consider it?
At least $2-3 million. You know what I'm saying?
$2-3 million is what he consider rich.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys consider rich?
But yeah, what y'all consider rich? I already know that's Blastor.
What do y'all consider rich? Get in the comment section. Let us know.
Give us a number. What y'all consider rich?
What you guys consider rich? So,
because it got to be 7 figures. 6 figures is not really.
And why does it have to be that?
That's why I'm comfortable.
Well, I mean, when you not just for you, I just mean like what do you consider?
On the because you're able to have room for error. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, what do you guys in the comment section? Get in the chat box. What do you guys think is considered rich to you? So one day, I had some kids over here. I think that was with my son, and they said, "Wow, you're rich," and I was like, "No, I'm not." And then I thought about it, and then one of my family members was like, "Yeah, he's not rich. He's straight, but he isn't rich."
A different concept of rich is being able to buy whatever you want, do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Okay, so here's more to that. So I thought about it, right? I said, "No, I'm not rich." It's like, well, you got a Porsche.
You got afford, you know.
Don't you have another house too? I said, oh yeah, I do have another house. And then it was like, yeah, and you do this and you do that. And you got a motorcycle in the back and you got all this equipment. And I was like, okay, I can see how it looks,
it looks
to you
like
guys, right? And then I had to think about it. And I said, dang.
I'm straight. I'm a little.
When I was younger, what did I think was rich?
Yeah.
Because I think the post moves every time you get to a certain level.
So once you see that.
I'm around people who I know who make $1 million a month, you know, they made $100 million or something like that in 7 years. So, you know,
your definition of rich is way different.
Well, my exposure to you know, different
wealth.
kind of money is like, whoa, you know. But even they at their level, they're like, yo, we trying to get some more money because this ain't it. You know?
That's what's making you
cool,
think.
You know. But I need more money because I know people making $1 billion a year, you know. And it's like, okay, this is different, you know. And so the post just keeps moving, right? But like, I thought about it and I looked around and I said, oh, you know what? At a period of time in my life, I would have looked at me
and said I was rich.
Yeah, and said, yo, he rich. Man, if I was 18, 19 in Tallahassee, Florida, where I was in the hood trapping, man.
Yeah, you're right. This would have been, I done made it out just the Jeffersons right now.
Man, this is an apartment building size for where I'm coming from, you know? So, like, that was my perspective. And so now, of course, my perspective of money and what rich is looks different. But had I not known me and I just saw a guy who was living a certain kind of lifestyle, I would have thought, yo, he rich. And so it's like, yo, am I rich?
That's
what is rich?
Yeah, what is rich?
What do you consider rich?
You got me thinking the same thing.
And so this is where the other part came in. So I looked up economically.
Sherry Amar, we need to be healthy and wealthy, living comfortably and building a legacy.
You know what? I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that point that you just talked about. Healthy and wealthy and building a legacy. I got a question about that. Knowing I don't have to check a price tag and healthy enough to enjoy it. We're gonna talk about both of those. But if you don't know what rich is because I think rich has to be, because we can have our own personal perspectives of what rich is, right? But if you looked at what everybody else, because if you looked at a collective and you said, okay, what if you thought having $1 million to you was a lot of money, but then you go somewhere where $1 million is average,
like
right?
Someplace like Dubai.
Somewhere like, I don't know, Dubai, I guess. Yeah. I haven't been there, so, you know. But let's say you go a place like that where $1 million is not
they
even, it's normal.
Drive Range Rovers and Ferraris. That's their normal car.
Yeah, the taxi might be a Lambo. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So, but if you're in a place where that much money is like not really that much money, then it
change your whole perspective of rich again.
So then it said, okay, so that's why I said, okay, well, I'm in America. So what does America consider rich, right? Because then I can have a better gauge on whether or not I'm rich or not. You know, because on the outside, it look like, depending on who's looking at it, you know, it can look like whatever. But now let me see what America says on a whole, because my money is only as strong as America's money, like the other people in America, right? So when I looked it up, you know what? 251,000 is the black 1%. If you make 251,000 or more, you're in the black 1% of the nation.
That's what's up.
Of America. So not $1 million, not $3 million.
251,000.
If you make 251,000 a year, then you are in the black 1%. So I'm in the 2%.
I'm in the
2% for black men or whatever. Black, like all races, I think I'm in the 4% or something like that. But once you pass 100,000, you're in the 10%. Less than 10% of the population make 100,000.
You feel me?
Less than 10%.
No nigga really got to be out here grinding. You feel me?
And what's crazy is like women are looking for a man who made 6 figures. That's less than 10% of the population. Well, that's about 10% of the population that make 100,000. So 99% of women want a man who makes 6 figures, and that's less than 10% of the population. And then of those people who would be available and not already locked down or something like that, the percentage is even lower.
Decrease, yeah,
right?
It's probably like 4%.
4%. And so when somebody get money like y'all, you know what I'm saying? They born rich. That's all I'm saying. They just born rich. When they got money like that, you know what I'm saying? Then when you talking 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 in a year, you in the 1%. It's crazy. It's not that difficult to be in the 1%. Mm-hmm. So that helped me realize, like, oh, you know, at whatever I'm at, 240 or whatever, this doesn't feel like much. I mean, don't get me wrong. It definitely feels better than 100.
It's an accomplishment. It's an accomplishment from where you're from.
Not just an accomplishment. It's a difference. It's a difference.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Between 100 and 200. It's a difference. It's a difference. It's not much difference between 80 and 90 and 90 to 100. It's not much difference. But 100 to 2 is a difference. But it's still not like, and you know, that's why I'm going to get to this comment, because being able to buy whatever you want to, yo, what's good, bro? JC, what's poppin'? Caitlin, what's up? All right, so being able to buy whatever you want, even rich people can't buy whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to be ultra rich to be able to buy whatever you want, right? Like, let's say you got $3 million. There's houses out here that's $10 million.
You can't buy that house. No,
you can't just cash out. You only have enough to cash out. This house out here, $50 million. They like, yo, you crazy. You
can't even get it up.
Go home. Go back to your.
You got it.
Go buy $1 million house. Okay, you can't afford this. It's $50.
That's gonna make you feel some type of way.
That's what I'm saying. So there's cars out here that cost $1.5 million.
Now you only got $1.5 million left.
Yeah, like what if you had $1 million and you're like, yo, I can buy whatever I want to until the new Bugatti come out and they're like, yo, it's gonna be $3 million. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. He's like, yo, what? This don't make sense. So that's why it's like even to look at it in that way, things change. Okay, less than 250 is well off but not wealthy. So okay, first, we got a lot to address here. Okay, first let me go to Cherie. Cherie, we need to be healthy and wealthy, living comfortably, and building a legacy. Okay. When you say building a legacy, right? I agree. I want to build a legacy, but there may be somebody who hit a lottery and they don't want to build a legacy. They just got 13 million. Maybe somebody played basketball or football, or maybe somebody was inherited some money or whatever it is. Maybe they flipped a house or flipped some houses and they got a $10 million sitting up and they like, yo, I'm done, yo. I'm just sitting at the crib. I don't want to do nothing. They still rich. You know what I'm saying? They still rich. Like, it doesn't really affect whether or not they're building a legacy.
Yeah, that's the legacy doesn't change.
Personal desire, which I agree with. I believe in building a legacy. I believe you should have something. You should live life trying to
leave a mark.
Leave a mark, or I don't want to say like stand for something, but like have a purpose. Yeah, you should have a purpose.
That's just a perfect point.
I don't care what your purpose is,
but just have a purpose. Facts.
A good one now. Don't do no crazy. Don't make your purpose to do some kind of jumping out with guns and stuff
off
like
the
that.
wall.
Don't do that.
Nah.
But so then this other part. When you say you don't have to check the price tag, I think that rich people still have to check the price tag.
Yeah.
I think they still have to, unless they're like
believe it or not, I'm gonna be real with you.
It's billionaires.
Come from people. I just about to say, come from somebody that get money. We cheap.
Oh yeah,
we cheap. That's how we got a lot of money.
We actually talking about doing a movie, like a short film.
Dude, you talking about it
called
Cheap Guys. Yeah, for real. Don't get it twisted, man.
So okay, all right. So less than 250 is well off, but not wealthy. Now, do you know what the difference is? I'm gonna ask Stormy. I'm not gonna put you guys on the spot. I'm gonna ask Stormy. Do you know what the difference is between rich and wealthy?
Oh yeah, we was talking about that.
Yeah,
We was
okay,
talking
what
about
you
that.
remember?
Because being rich is like rich is just right now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can be rich later.
No, but see, wealth is for over time. Is you know what I'm saying? Over time, wealth lasts.
Yeah. So what basically what he's saying is, rich is not a measure of time. Rich, you can be rich for a very long time or forever, but wealth is when you're measuring something over time. So when you say less than 250 is well off but not wealthy, see, rich is amount. You could be $250,000 rich, and you could be, if you spend $250,000 in 6 months, that $250,000 rich that you are means that you're still only 6 months wealthy, because you're gonna run out of that 250
in 6 months. Facts.
But if you spend $1,000 a month, you're 250 months wealthy, right? Where you can live. And so when you talk about wealth, it's not really about the amount of money. It's about how long before you run out. So, for example, if I have rental properties or I have a business that pays me and I make $70,000 a year collectively without working from my residual income.
Yeah.
If my bills are $60,000, I'll never run out of money, right? So now I'm wealthy, even though I don't make $250.
Yeah, I cover my bills.
Yeah, $250 is just how you measure the amount, which would be in the category of how rich you are. But it has nothing to do with wealth.
No.
And you can have $1 million. You can let's say you have $3 million. $3 million, but you spend $1 million a month.
And you're only
3 months wealthy.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's somebody out there who make $40,000, but they houses paid off, cars paid off, they cook at home, they got a farm, their living expenses cost them $15,000 a year. They'll never go broke.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? And then there's somebody out there who making $200,000 and they got $100,000 student loans, they got $800,000 mortgage, they got multiple cars, they got a bunch of stuff, they got bad credit, or they got credit cards, got a lot of stuff used on credit cards. They're paying out $190,000 a year. They holding on to $10,000
every year.
Yeah, but if they have that coming in residually, then they'll never go broke because they're wealthy, right? But if they're trying to work for it and they can't slack off and they can't go buy nothing else,
they can't
do nothing.
No, they're not enjoying it.
Can't do nothing. I mean, they might be enjoying it, but they're paying for it. They're not wealthy. For sure.
They can't stop working.
Okay, so wealth, your assets are continuously earning you money, right? But you can do that with $250,000. You can definitely do that with $250,000. Richest cash, wealth is real estate. He said wealth is real estate. That's a way to make money with, but it's more than just real estate.
Yeah.
Jay-Z songs are paying him residual income. I said Jay-Z just because he had a dope verse today.
Yeah,
that verse is crazy. The verse is crazy.
Y'all gonna tap into that DJ Khaled God did.
But like say what's her name? Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey's Christmas song. You know how much money it's made her over time? $60 million.
Damn. For that.
Mariah Carey, that All I Want for Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah, I think that's the song.
That's fine.
So that one song has made her $60 million because
Christmas is every year.
Yeah, and people go to it. Yeah. So, but that song, you could say it's like real estate. It's a residual. It pays her forever.
Forever,
right?
yeah. She gonna forever get paid for that song.
Yeah. One of the dudes said he made. That dude who made that song that Drake and Rick Ross had redid back in the day. Pop that.
But don't stop.
I think it's the same guy. I could be wrong, but I think it's that guy. He said he made $100 million from that song in publishing, just because people keep sampling it. He's made $100 million from that song. So it's residual that'll pay his kids and the kids and the kids.
A lot of people sample it.
Yeah. Health as well. I like that for sure. All right. Something for your children to build upon. You know what's crazy? I'm leaving a lot to my son. Like, we leaving a lot to my son, right? not just me. It's like my sister, my daddy's side. They live in him, you know, like because he getting all the stuff from my dad, because he is my only biological son, and my sister doesn't have a biological child. So from my dad to pass that stuff to pass to me.
Everything goes in.
And my sister also, whatever passed to me and my sister from my dad.
She giving it to him.
Right, because it's on the air, right? At least now, you know? So he's getting that. And I've seen family members try to hold on to stuff. Because like what you're saying, see, I'm a very progressive. I'm not like traditional in mindset. And the reason I'm not traditional in mindset is because I've seen traditions hold people back.
Oh, yeah.
From building and really growing and really enjoying their life. I've seen people try to hold on to land and family estates to a detriment where they're not able to go enjoy their own life because they're still running. But they could have just, bruh, if you leave me a farm in Idaho, I don't want to go to Idaho. I'm gonna sell that farm.
I'm sorry, but
if I can't make money off that farm, I'm not gonna move to Idaho and live out there because you told me don't sell it.
Yeah, nah.
You know, my uncle told me don't sell it before he passed, so I ain't gonna sell it. Man, it's mine. It's mine. You gone. You lived your life. Let me live mine. I'm not fit to be down here.
Facts. Well,
I might be able to get this money and go start a business in the city where I'd be happy. Even if I lose that business, at least I tried it. You know? But yeah. We need to get up off of here, man. But I'm glad you came through. You know, we got to do more of these. What y'all think? Y'all want to see more Stormy out here?
Y'all let me know, man.
You know, want to tell them where they can find you?
Y'all definitely can find me on Instagram, Run It Back Zoe. You can check out my YouTube too, Island Boy Stormy. That's Island ISLAND BOI.
Oh, you know what? You can put it in the
Oh yeah, I
can type it in there.
Okay.
In the chat, y'all get in the if y'all rewatching this video, get in the chat and you can see where he put his info or whatever. Mine is I'm on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram.
Casino the name.
Yeah, it's King Casino and the number 1, but you can just type in Casino as the name and I'll come up. But yeah, man, you know, so it sounds like the men that these women really want something different from what
a man wants.
What men from who are not financially stable want. They care about how much money a woman makes, and we just care about happiness.
That's it. As long as you make me happy.
Mainly intimacy. Mainly intimacy. Kitty, what you attracted? Yeah. So he said get some female. So I'm actually planning to have 3 females over here. I have 3 chairs and they're gonna sit on that side. I have 3 more mics, and we'll plug up in here and I'm gonna interview them because.
What's this about? Okay, definitely.
Yeah, that's I was laughing at it. So yeah, we definitely gonna do that. We're gonna. I really want to have a discussion. I want to have like maybe 2 guys, 2 girls.
Yeah.
And then like or 3. I really want to do 3 and 3. 3 and 3 would be dope. What y'all think? 3 guys, 3 girls, and we can just try and figure out like what's wrong with everybody.
Yeah, because that's gonna be a lot of different opinions.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway, we need to get up off of here because we actually have a comedy show. If you guys in the Atlanta area, we have a comedy show
on the 8th
of September at it's gonna be in Stonecrest at
592 Lounge.
592 Lounge. That's right. 592 Lounge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, get on my community tab when this video is over and you can see the flyer for it. But it's gonna be September 8th, we'll be there. We're having a comedy night. It's going to be crazy. It's called the Stupid Funny Comedy Show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're doing that.
And one more thing before we leave, I just dropped a video today. You guys can go tap in. Before I go broke, my Island Boys Stormy and Willie Waters. Y'all tap in. Let me know. Don't forget to click the like, leave a comment, and subscribe.
All right, we out. Right now you're watching Casino is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we are out.
Mm-hmm.
Beat me up. Scotty.
Supreme.